Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. So for today's video, I'll be reviewing this model. So what I got here is a model that's called the MJ model, as you can see on the back. And the model itself is the BMW M5 from the F90 series or generations. And the color that I ordered right here is called the Frozen Cashmere Silver Metallic, which kind of looks like slightly a bit like iPhone's rose gold type of thing. Although it is actually cool, although I kind of like expecting a much more like champagne color. But if you look at the video, it kind of looks like a champagne type of shades. But if you look on the real, if you look at it closely, it looks a bit more like kind of like a rose gold, like I said earlier. So yeah, this is not technically a champagne color because there's some pink shades on it. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about the packaging first. So the packaging is like a normal and a common Hong Kong or Chinese brands with the acrylic case. And to be honest, the logo itself, it doesn't feel like it is a premium brand. It's like very cheap brand with the, I don't know what type of car they were using for their logo. And then the type the logo itself, the MJ, is slightly like, kind of like a very cheap work, something like that. And then the MJ model on the back also feels like a cheap model. And then on the back we got the MJ model again, and obviously this is an unlicensed model, so yeah, you cannot see any BMW sticker license product or something. And then this is the warning sign. They also have some type of typo right here. Oh, sorry, this is not a typo, this is from the other language. So yeah, that's the packaging. And now let's open the packaging and let's take a closer look on the details. By the way, I've already opened the model for some photo shoots. So yeah, this is the model. Let's talk about starting from the base. So the base itself, again, this is a pretty basic base like any other brands. They have this black plastic base with this type of texture, and then on the front we got the metal plate which written the MJ model, the limited edition. It is number 857, and then the model name itself, the M5 with the generations code, the F90. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about the model. Let me adjust the lighting a bit. So this is what the model looks like, and starting from the front you could see, although that this is an unlicensed brand with questionable design of the packaging and the logo, they do have a pretty decent details. Like you could see here, the headlights, it's pretty good for me. Like you could see the clear cover with the inner headlights also have some details, and then the grille is completely black, which I like it. It doesn't have some kind of like chrome outer grille, which is good for me, like because I don't really like chrome grills on a BMW. And then obviously we have the BMW logo here at the hood, and then the front air intakes is just a painted black paint, and then this one is also the same on both sides. And then moving on to the sides, so this is the M5 silhouette, which is pretty good actually. Like you see a very proper stance and a very proper body lines. And then let's talk about the wheels. The wheels itself are pretty decent with a very nicely done details on the two-tone colors. And obviously you could see the disc brakes and also the red calipers behind the wheels, which is pretty good. And also you'll notice that the wheels also have a BMW logo at the center, and that is pretty cool details. And the rubber tire itself is pretty thin, which I like it. It's not like very thick or bulky, which is very suitable for this type of sedan. Like very very proper stance. And then the details right here is just a painted black tampo. And then for the side mirrors, now this is the good details on this model, because the side mirrors has a carbon fiber detailing that is pretty cool, because yeah, they only have the carbon fibers on the side mirrors and the roof. So yeah, this one is pretty nice. And then moving on to the back, the real wheels itself is pretty much the same, and then you could also notice that both front and the rear calipers has a different sizes, which is good. And then moving on to the back, you could see the M5. I think this one is the M5 competition logo right here with the BMW logo at the center. And then for the taillights, I think this is pretty decent. Like you could see some detailings on it on the taillights. It's not just a plain plain red plastics, just like maybe Para 64 do for their taillights. Like this one has some kind of like shadow or black panel lining, something like that. Just makes the taillights really mean, like, you know, it's very intimidating taillights. And then on the bottom you could see the exhaust pipes is not on the best details of this model. Like you could see it's not really done pretty well. The holes kind of like cover up with plastics. And then this black details is also just a black paint tampo, which I hope could have been done better instead of just like this. It looks very cheap, honestly. And then yeah, for the details on the roof, they have this carbon fiber, which are honestly, they've done a pretty good job. Like the pattern is very small, is really nice. And the clear is also nice too. Like you can see the reflection in there. And then for the interior, it's just a plain black plastic. There's nothing much to see on the interior. Like, yeah, this is a pretty simple model, simple details. But now let's unscrew the model from the base and let's see the base itself, the other side of the base. I'm gonna cut it short because yeah, you don't want to see me unscrewing the model on the video. Right, so now I've already unscrewed the model and we are going to see the underside of the model, which is like looking like this. And this one has a plastic base, and it kind of feels like the model itself is pretty light. It doesn't feel like a very premium type of model like Mini GT that has a full metal body and metal base. This one has a metal body, but I think the body itself has kind of like a very thin metal. Plus with the plastic base, it makes it looks like it feels like it is very light model. And if you look at the bottom of the model, they have a pretty okay details, like the bars right here, and then obviously the exhaust system to the back. And on the bottom here on the back, we got to see the details of the exhaust pipes right there. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it. The model itself has a screw to tightening the model. So yeah, this is a pretty simple model and a pretty good one, although there are some parts of this model that I don't like and I could hope that they could have done better. But yeah, this is a pretty decent model and I like this model. Well, maybe until there is some other brand that kind of like produce the same generation of the M5 with a much better details, maybe I'll reconsider my opinion about this model. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.